So do you guys remember in How to Train Your Dragon when like the entire movie Toothless can't get out of the hole that he's in, like the pond lake place?
I never seen that movie.
And then when Hiccup is in trouble, you've never seen How to Train Your Dragon?
Mm-mm.
Both of you?
We're boomers.
You're joking. This was gonna be like a fun, wholesome start to the podcast because I was gonna be like, you guys are like Toothless, where you like save, but now I'm legitimately surprised. You both have never seen How to Train Your Dragon. It is one of my favorite movies of all time. This podcast is starting out horribly this week.
Is that a Zoomer movie?
Yeah, is it?
Guys, it's one of DreamWorks' like best movies. We were just talking about Megamind before the podcast, and you guys are gonna tell me
that's also another Zoomer movie.
You're like born after 9/11 and think
I was not born after 9/11. Do you think I was born after 9/11?
I don't know.
This week's episode of the Cosmic Couch Podcast, episode 10, is the worst podcast episode I've had, and it is like 30 seconds in. We are a minute and a half in. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Cosmic Couch Podcast. I don't know what to say. You guys need to hustle up on those movies. Those are amazing movies. Megamind for Shark, you gotta watch Megamind. All right.
I guarantee you haven't watched a classic movie like Batman Returns.
I have watched Batman Returns. What?
Yeah, sure.
What about what's that movie, Bless? I'm sure you've seen it. It's about like this little rat, and it's like American's Tail or something. Do you know that movie?
A rat?
Yeah, it's like a little mouse.
Ratatouille?
No, an American. Have you seen the movie An American Tail? No, the American Tail. You never seen it?
American Horror Story. I don't remember there being a rat.
With the little young mouse.
Stuart Little.
Named Feeble Mousekewitz.
Rescuers or something? Yo.
And like, there's like.
Talk about Chippendale Rescue Rangers?
No. And then there's one called Feeble Goes West, and it's like the Wild Wild West, and he's like this cool, like, big hat. It's so cool.
Wild Wild West with
this
Will
is some
Smith.
You guys, I don't know what you guys.
You never seen that
good
movie?
I've seen that movie. Bless.
And that movie came out in 1986, so you had time to watch it.
I didn't watch that. No.
You had time to watch that movie.
No.
But I what I do know is
or Fievel. Is it Feeble or Fievel? I don't know what it.
I didn't watch.
I think it's Fievel.
Thievul is a Pokemon, so
or
that's
Fievel.
not
that's true.
I think his name was Fievel, like 5.
5, like Fiverr.
Yeah.
Which is
I have not seen it. Yeah, Fievel. Yeah, Fievel Goes West.
Okay, well, I have not seen it.
That was my favorite movie. Oh my god.
Well, okay, here's the deal. I will watch. No, I won't. I'm sorry.
What?
I was gonna lie to you. I was like, I'll watch Fievel Goes West if you watch Megamind, and Bless watches How to Train Your Dragon.
It's called An American Tail, and there's like, I think 3 movies.
Oh.
No, you're gonna.
Oh, did you Google it?
No, I didn't.
You've seen it. Oh,
I didn't. No, it's like it has like a one of those like old school hats on it, right?
What are you guys talking about?
Like he has like one of those like old school like like what Pauline wears in Mario Golf. One of those hats.
Who?
Okay. Guys, I would like to introduce a new segment to brighten up my week. It's called my tax deductible coffee segment, where I take a sip and let you know if it's good.
What's the flavor of tax deductible coffee that we have today, Bless?
Well, the flavor is a venti iced grande latte of a maca something or other, matcha. It's all right. All right. That's the segment.
Okay.
Oh. Well,
Ladies
I have
on.
a
Moving.
tax deductible something came in the mail today.
Oh.
What came in the mail today, Shark?
And it's this Elite Trainer box, the 25th anniversary or whatever celebration
You're
thing.
joking. No way.
Yeah.
I got my stream.
I got my hands on it. I don't know when I'll open it, but I do have it in my hand currently.
I want one so bad. Shark, can I come over?
You know what's funny? Well, hey. I have a plan for this, but hold on. Okay. You know what's funny is that I have never bought a Pokemon card in a very long time, since I was like literally like 5 or something. Wow. And this is the first time I ever had Pokemon cards since that time. And it's very
I got a Blastoise when I opened my Elite Trainer box.
Oh, shit.
It's not gonna focus on.
But
my bad.
it's unopened, mint condition. I think I'm gonna resell it for probably $2K. I'm kidding.
He knows I'm desperate. That's why he's tempting me.
All right, so we're like two for.
But hold on. But I do want to open this, but I think I want to wait till if we do like a fruit summit and open it with the boys because I think it's a special occasion to open my first box in a very long time.
That would be sick.
That box is gonna get beat up with you putting it in cases. And stuff.
just set it to the side. I have like 8 behind me right here, not sealed.
I need to clean my office.
I'm not a
I don't know how many
scalper.
times I say that, but genuinely I do. All right, you know what? I like this. I feel like this should be a new thing where like we buy something that's tax deductible and we start it. And so, did you buy anything tax deductible, Joey?
I don't know how to do taxes, and I don't know what that means.
Well,
so
I got to be honest with you. Are you collecting money via the internet for your job?
Yes, I am.
You need to learn taxes, my friend.
Well, I kind of did them last year. My mom helped me out. But I didn't get any deductibles. Actually I did because I donated over $400 to St. Jude, so I got like some
that does work.
Some deductibles there, right?
You didn't put in your like people you sub to on Twitch. You didn't put in like things you ate on stream, or you didn't like a new upgrade to your computer or an Xbox or a Switch.
I'm hearing about this for the first time. What is this?
Bro, you need to learn taxes. See, this is why high school needs to teach taxes.
High school needs to teach a lot of things over what they're currently teaching. Let's be real.
I remember getting in a big argument with Fallout Plays about this. Because like we were talking about something. And then he was like, no, that's not high school's responsibility. I'm like, what? Like, that's so much better than trigonometry.
Oh, for sure. Dude, get out of this whole math thing we're doing.
This is the life
school
that you're going to be left in. And life gets you to 18, and it's like, good luck trying to figure out tax code. But yes, you need to learn taxes because, please, Joey, look into taxes.
The thing is, though, an educated populace is a dangerous populace. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, you know what?
That's all I'm gonna say. Just
you know what? Look at our segment, Shark. Our segment is teaching Joey how to do taxes.
We can. That'll be a Cosmic Couch After Dark segment. We can talk about that after the pod. But boys, let's go into our weekly segment of how was your guys' week.
Sheesh.
Do you want me to go first?
You go first.
You go first, Big Papa.
Horrible. I had a very depressing week. So my parents, as I think I mentioned this last week, if I didn't, here's the big reveal. My parents dropped the bomb on me last week that they were moving to Tennessee early next year. Okay. Which, if you've been following along in the podcast, you know that I have been trying to move out of my house for a while. I've been trying to find housing up here in California, and it has been impossible.
California.
Yeah. So I have all but pretty much given up on trying to find a house in a college town that I can afford, because every house that I've looked, even with 3 roommates, I'm paying more than $800 to $900 a month. I cannot do that. So I kind of, shoved that to the side, right? But I wanted to get better internet, and I still want to move out. So I'm like, dang, guess it'll have to wait until next year. And then my parents are like, hey, if we want to make any money on the house we're currently living in with the market and all the market stuff that they think about, we have to sell our house by February or January. So we're moving to Tennessee. And I didn't know how far Tennessee was from California. And then I did a map quiz on stream and got 54% right on my map quiz. But then I found out that Tennessee was very far away from California. So that sucks, because I don't want to go with them. Because my parents are like, oh, you can come with us. I'm like, okay, but that's pretty far from, my girlfriend and everything I've ever known and all my friends and Shark, right? Obviously, I don't want to go any farther away from Shark than I already am. So I don't want to go with my parents in Tennessee. So when my parents have started moving stuff out of the house, like furniture and, you know, old magazines and stuff that used to be there for 3 years, you know, it's just kind of weird because I was prepared to move out of my house. I was not prepared for my house to move away and then not be there anymore, right? Because I was going to be moving like kind of decently far, like a few hours away from my home. But I was always prepared to like be able to come back to it, right?
Right.
Now, if I move 4 hours away or some odd hours away from my house, there's nothing to come back to anymore.
Yeah.
Which is
how
like,
long have you lived there? Your whole life?
I've lived not in this house my whole life, but in this town my whole life, pretty much. Or I've moved between a few towns, but in this area for my whole life. So I've lived in this house now for probably about 5 years. So it's kind of like this is my all my high school, all my like decent memories with friends, and you know I don't mean to flex, but I have friends. I have no, yeah, but I have like the party house. You know, like when you think of like when you think of the house. This isn't a flex. This isn't a flex.
What the heck?
But it is a larger house. My parents dropped it. When we came into this house, there was nothing. It was like run down. It was abandoned for 5 years. We came in. We redid the entire house. My dad has it. We, you know, dug a hole for the pool. We you know made it so that you know I worked like countless hours over an entire summer to make this house what it is. My dad paid for custom doors. My door is a custom door. It's a whole thing. But it's like we put so much work and time and money into this house, and so obviously my parents are trying to get you know a good deal on it. But it's just kind of weird because you know my friends and I worked over summer to pull weeds and do all this stuff and build this house, and then you know, we got to have fun in it and have parties in it and go in the pool and hang out and do all this stuff for years and years and years. And so now we're not going to really have this hub of my friends anymore. You know, like we can still go to the park. We can still go to, you know,
Joey, the
else's
popular
house.
kid in high school?
Well, actually, some people kind of used me for my pool at some points. I actually told a few of those stories on stream the other day, but that's not relevant to my week. But yeah, there's a ton of girls who were like, hey, can we come over to your house? And I'm like, oh, I'm not home. And they're like, we don't care. I'm like, okay, it's fine.
No.
So the popular kid in school. Okay.
I was the loser of the popular group is what I'll say. I think that's very accurate. I was not on the top of the popular group. There was a guy who was, and now everybody hates him. And I'm like, wow, it's crazy that if someone realized that he was an asshole during school and nobody listened to me is a whole thing. But anyway, shout out. So yeah, no. So I'm really like kind of upset because, you know, now when I think of, you know, having friends over, I can't because where will I be in 4 months? So it's kind of weird because now, yeah, my parents and my house aren't going to be around in like, well, they're going to be around, you know what I mean? In like 4 to 5 months. So that's pretty scary. It's a weird change that I really wasn't prepared for. And so it's kind of thrown me for a loop this week. So I don't know what I'm going to do. So that's been my week's review for my week.
Damn.
I will say, man, moving is not fun. And there was definitely a point in my life where I was moving it every year. And I genuinely hate moving. And I also, too, hated it when, like, you see a house that you had and then you have good memories in and all of a sudden it's not yours. And for me, I lived all over the U.S. growing up. However, man, I just want you to say, like, there is a little bit of scariness to that. Like, you don't know what's going to come, but at the same time, hey, you have plenty of time to try to look for something, whether it's there or in God forbid, Tennessee. I know that you're not the biggest on going to Tennessee, but hey,
I'd be hell of a lot closer to you and Mike. So hey, I got homies.
Well, to tie this into my week, Sophie gave me a ring one night while I was streaming. So she is going through like secondary boot camp. It's called seasoning for when you make chief. So she's chief select, and she's going through like a secondary boot camp.
GZ.
And so she was like, hey, everyone here is really trying to get me to have you here for the pinnings because like when you complete everything, it's a big deal. And it is a big deal. And so I'm definitely, I did like do a little bit of research to see if I could go over there. Like more so on the the Japan website for the U.S. Embassy, and it's like you probably shouldn't come over here, but like you can, but you probably shouldn't. Like that's basically the wording there.
Yeah.
And you'll have to do like I think a 10-day quarantine. That's my big thing.
Oh wow.
And like I'm just not in the mood to I don't know I don't want to do that. However, I probably will do it. And then immediately from that, hopefully we'll figure out where Sophie will be stationed. And then I have to go and like, I'll be flying there, renting a car, renting a hotel, and just trying to buy a house. And so we're definitely looking, she's really hoping for Virginia Beach. But it could be Anchorage, Alaska. It could be, it could be anywhere. So like you in just a couple months, or I don't know what's going on. And then all I know is once I find the house, I'll be the guy that's like trying to get like, buying the house, that thing.
Yeah.
And then as soon as that process is going on, I'm flying back home to Memphis, boxing up the stuff that can fit in my car, boxing up the stuff in my office for the movers to do, and then haul that stuff to wherever it is, and then it's a lot. But like the thing is I usually dwell on that scenario a bit previously, but I'm like, it is what it is, man. And
it is what it is.
And why, like, there's no point for me to look, well, differently from you, there's no point for me to look at houses when I don't know where they're going to be. And house markets are like, once it's up, it's probably gone in a day. So I will say that's something in your favor, where if you just constantly check for things for houses, you might be able to find something before January or whatever.
I got my Zillow notice on.
Yeah, and just remember, breathe. No need to put yourself into a panic. That's for sure. Because if you do that's not benefiting anybody, and that's actually making you feel worse. So that was part of my week. And then I will tell you this. So Saturday. So what I try to do with my days now is I've been trying to wake up super early and then get stuff done, and then just take like a break, like a 45-minute break, and then do stuff and take like an hour lunch, do stuff, take a break. And it's been making me feel a lot better. And I'm like, wow, I'm getting a lot of stuff done before the sun's like setting. Because usually how I would do is just like crank out voiceover work, be burnt out, then 5 o'clock stream until like midnight or 1, and then just go to bed, repeat. But I'm trying to spread more of my time out to take care of myself, take care of my mental health, eat, take care of my puppies, and so Saturday, I met someone in a voiceover class, and they were super kind to me, and we're kind of like just trading information and stuff, and they're super kind. And so I talked to them a bit about something, and I asked about like some just random VO questions, and I felt really good. And I was like, hey, thanks so much. And then I met with a friend at one of my favorite pubs in Memphis, and we just talked about it, and I was venting to him. He vented to me about some things. And I was like, dude, this is awesome. I feel so much better, man. I feel so much better. And then I was coming home, and I had a Phasmophobia session with Arios and Rob. And that was the first time in, I don't know, man, like a year where I felt like that carefree. where it was just like, man, like having that social interaction really made me feel normal again. And I didn't have like any like creeping, lingering anxiety. And I respectfully, I know it sounds dickishly. I wasn't really so much paying attention to chat during that. It was more so just me playing for fun with Arios and Rob. And, I just had a blast, and I felt like $1 million the next day, yesterday. And for my Sundays, I just don't touch anything. And so, like, I don't mean to leave anyone on red on Sundays, but I just don't really touch my phone, and I just zone out. And I watched a bunch of episodes of Are You Scared? From the YouTube channel Watcher.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that was my yesterday.
Hey,
hey, that sounds
Pog
cool.
you.
Yeah.
Bless, you are worth $1 million. All right.
Oh, sheesh. Well,
yeah.
Don't tell the U.S. government that with my tax-deductible coffee.
Heyo. Actually, I found that taking breaks in between doing stuff is like really helpful for editing too. Like that's what I do is like I'll work for like 30 minutes on editing, and then I'll play Cookie Run for a little bit, and then I'll just go back to it. Because one thing that I've realized about myself is if I work nonstop for 3 hours, if I go back to finish a project, I will not work in it for 5 days. So it's the little things, ladies and gentlemen. It's the little breaks. And Shark.
Speaking of breaks, I've been taking a very long break. I don't know if I streamed for a month already, but I've been.
It's been 2 weeks now, I think.
2 weeks, really? It's been
3 weeks.
Feels like a year.
Yeah.
But my whole week has been. I don't know about the same, but like I've still have done nothing but just like zone out pretty much and have like a hard reset. I know it's not good for me, but like good financially I know it's not good, but mentally it's been pretty nice to just like take a break and like not look at social media. Like sure, I look at TikToks though, but they're funny. Like I still send some TikToks and I receive some from you. But I just been literally trying out Final Fantasy 14. I know I'm sounding like Blue.
No, still enjoying it.
But I'm actually enjoying it a lot. Actually, I skipped the story. I have no idea what's going on. I don't know if I brought that up before.
He's maxed out, by the way. That's what he's not saying.
Really?
Well, yeah, I'm level 80 on my bar. Well, I've been level 80. I remember. Well, like back then, I tried it again to just skip through the story, and all that skipping got me burnt out because there's a lot of like running around and just like you're just being a zombie. Like to me, I was just a zombie, just skipping like cutscenes just to hit level 80 as fast as I can, and that got me burnt out. And I took a long break, and then after resetting that cooldown, I was like, you know what, let me try Final Fantasy again. Now that I'm like level 80, I get to do like the actual end game content that I've been wanting to do, and it's actually been fun and very refreshing. It's been nice. I especially like the gameplay is very nice. It's a change of pace. It's different. It's sort of the same as like WoW kind of, but like a little bit like longer GCD. So it's like a different feel, but there's certain classes that are like, oh well, I'm playing right now, I'm leveling astrology and or astrologian, and I'm like, oh, this reminds me of Resto Shaman. It's the healer in WoW. I know Joey doesn't know, but maybe Blast knows, but it feels like Resto Shaman or Bard feels like Hunter / Shaman, and the warrior class literally is kind of like the warrior class in WoW, and it's kind of neat making comparisons and finally playing the game and like actually enjoying it. But with the whole social part, I still been going to like those club venues, and it's been a lot of fun socializing with people, but also fooling around and having like a silly time with like Catgirls, Bunny Girls, and Dragon Girls. No big deal.
I booted up Final Fantasy 14 to see Shark in action.
Yeah,
And I can confirm he was in a very hard to find club. And I walk in, and the first floor, I guess, like, has these like faux, like, I guess either like they're like faux restrooms or like they're like private rooms, like in like clubs. And then I'm like, so I'm up there, I'm lost, and like someone's like, no, it's down here. I go down the second floor, and like it's playing that song that I think Square got in trouble for it because it sounds exactly like Power Man 5000. The Dudley Boys entrance theme from like old school WWF. And like, this is what it's like when worlds collide.
Yeah.
That's what it's like.
Well, like the thing is, like, people turn that music off, and then they have a streamer. Like every club has a streamer, and they have a DJ. They have a DJ playing.
A DJ I was missing. Oh,
yeah. You didn't have the DJ experience.
Yo, is this Power Man 5000?
Yeah. You know what's funny though? That makes it so hilarious. Is that Bless is a bunny girl in Final Fantasy.
I am a bunny girl in Final Fantasy.
So when he goes to those clubs, he's gonna get hit on. And I'm pretty sure Bless has gotten like
and what,
DMs
did you
or
see what
whispers.
I kept saying to people? I said, "Hey, I don't take things into whispers. You need to say it to me and say, yeah."
And you're like, "Hey, can I get a Yingling around here?"
Yeah, no one RP'd the bartending.
Well, like they have like I don't know if maybe it was closed or something, but earlier or like usually. At the start, they have like actual bartenders, and if you go up to them, they'll whisper you like an actual menu, and it'll take you to a website of like these, made up drinks, right?
It's
but
like a coffee thing where it just sends them $5.
Well, like you give them like normally they cost like 10K like gil for like an RP drink, and it's not even what the drink is called when they give it to you in your inventory. It's just
a drink.
Make believe drink, but it's fun. I think it's hilarious.
What's a bunny girl got to do around here to get a Yingling?
What's a bunny girl got to do to get a Yingling?
I feel like that'll be your voice too for Bless Takalia.
Yeah,
hey, what's going on here?
Hey, I'm looking for a Yingling. Anyone's got a Yingling around here?
That's hilarious.
Hey, I don't accept whispers, only tales or says.
Speaking of Yinglings,
Joey.
I'm actually really glad Jackbox is back too. I'm excited to play more of that.
Hey,
that was Shark. You were there for that, right?
I was there.
Shark came back for Jackbox, and it was hype. It was cool. We got to play with chat, which was fun.
All thanks to Bless.
All thanks to Bless. That's right.
Funny
free product. Thank you.
You know what's funny is that like I remember I applied for a Jackbox what's it called? Ambassador, and they accepted me, and that's all I heard from them.
They do that anymore. I think that they tried it but never followed through with that.
Yeah, well,
is that what happened? Because I literally got accepted and nothing.
We got
came
a
of
Nintendo ambassador right here, and a
somewhat
Jackbox
Jackbox ambassador that they never hit up, and I'm like, okay.
Ambassadors, baby.
Thanks. I'm glad I got the email. Thank you, Jackbox. I really appreciate it.
Can I say something? So, so it's funny because like you're like, hey, I'm an ambassador. They never send me anything. There was this one agency for not VO work, but for online creators that hit me up when streams were doing really well for Star Wars Squadrons. And they asked me if I wanted to do this headphone thing. Like, hey, we're in the last minute thing. We need someone to like have this headphone. I'm like, oh, well, is it aux or is it USB? And they said USB. I'm like, nah, can't do it because I have a Go XLR and I'm not going to retool myself for, and like, I maybe I should have, but I never heard anything back. But all of a sudden, a lot of people from that company have been following me. And I'm like, do you think I'm on your roster?
Uh-oh.
What? Like, I'm not. Anyway, that's just my story.
Anyway. Well,
but yeah, that basically was my way. Just
I'll call you a Jackbox
socializing.
ambassador
So.
whenever I can. But that's good, Shark. That sounds like a.
No.
It's been doing good for you.
It was also really funny that Bless got to tag along for a bit. I thought it was so
He
funny.
didn't invite me to the second club.
That's.
Yeah, because he offended me with his kiss. I'm kidding. I kind of just like Like, just went to a
What's a
club
bunny
and
girl gotta
AFK'd
do to
pretty
get some
much.
queso blanco around here? Huh?
No. So I ordered Taco Bell, right?
Okay.
And so I got the queso-rito, right? And then
Good.
I was making a joke to Shark. I said, well, they should really call it the cheese dipperito, am I right? And then I was expecting him to say ha ha or be on my side because it literally has melted cheese in it. He's like, no, it's a queso-rito.
Well, it's true.
It's a burrito
because,
with cheese.
No, that's not what it. That's not what it. You know what a quesadilla is, okay? Right?
Yeah.
What
it's
is
a case,
it?
It's a tortilla with cheese in it. And sometimes other meats and stuff like that.
Okay, but what does cheese mean in Spanish? Queso, right? Anyways,
queso,
okay, so quesadilla, right? And what a
Yes.
quesarito is, I don't support Taco Bell, but I know this. A quesarito is a quesadilla being wrapped into like a burrito, right? Hence,
best.
burrito,
And they use their
quesadilla.
cheese dip, which you Googled.
No, that is not why. That is not why they call it a quesarito.
Well, I thought it was the whole point of the thing because in my brain, you get it because it has melted cheese in there and it was queso.
I am so triggered. It's a quesadilla crossover with a burrito, hence the name quesarito.
The amount of free advertising Taco Bell gets from us.
Yeah, and I hate it.
You know,
Bring back the volcano
is-
taco. I don't believe it. Hold on. Let me see.
What?
If it's not
Fun
on my
fact, the
DoorDash,
Fiesta potatoes are truly back.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
I can
And
say
if
that
you don't
because
get
I
it, I don't F with you if you don't try it because if you don't try it, it'll go away. And I can't deal with those potatoes going away again.
one day. See, I was about to pull in a Taco Bell the other day with my buddy Adrian and I. You know, late night snacking
Adrian.
as you do.
And do you eat in the car? I used to have a rule where we would eat on the hood of the car.
Oh, that's cute, and we have done
that's
that before.
A power move.
Actually, I think 2 years ago today, me and Adrian went out and we drove out in the desert. Super cool. We bought a pumpkin from Smart and Final. We drove out in the desert, and I was really upset about a girl. So I was like, Adrian, you want to go smash a pumpkin with me out in the middle of the desert? And he was like, yeah, dude, that sounds awesome. And so we went out in the middle of the desert. Okay, we parked my good old 2012 Jetta, and we opened up the doors. We cranked the music. We played, I think it was probably Backstreet Boys, and we turned on the brights.
Backstreet
And then there was like a
alright.
big bush behind us, and we just put a pumpkin down, and I smashed it with a baseball bat. It was very therapeutic.
What?
very
Why'd
cool.
you bring up the bush? Did it catch on fire? And you
No,
heard
it
the
was
voice
just
of
like because
God?
like the light was silhouetting against the bush, so it was like really cinematic. And then we sat on the hood and watched and like saw the pumpkin sitting there shattered, and then we ate. I think he brought like pizza or something. So cool memories. But this same Adrian, we were going to Taco Bell the other day, and I was like, do I really want Taco Bell right now? I just had it like 2 days ago. And I was wearing my Taco Bell hat, as I am right now. If you guys didn't see, I'm wearing my Taco Bell hat.
Oh, do you?
I
Nice.
don't think I look good in hats, but I like the Taco Bell
Live
hat.
Moss, baby. Live Moss.
Live Moss, my guy. And we were driving to Taco Bell, and then I was thinking, I'm like, do I really want Taco Bell right now? I just had it. And then I look across the street, and I see the golden arches of Popeyes. And I'm like,
The golden arches of Popeyes?
they're not like actual golden arches. They're like, they just have the lights and the
McDonald's
Popeyes
is
sign.
golden arches.
I know,
What is
I
a
know.
Popeyes
I,
sign?
but metaphorical golden arches of Popeyes. Okay, I saw them in my mind.
It's not even a golden
it's
arch.
orange. It's orange. It's orange. Whatever.
It's like just like an orange rectangle.
I saw the orange rectangles of Popeyes. Does that sound as cool? No, it doesn't. So I saw Popeyes, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to Popeyes. I'm gonna do it. And he's like, I just want a drink, so I don't care. I was like, all right. So we drove to this Popeyes, and I don't know what it is about Popeyes. I love Popeyes. They're my favorite chicken place to go to.
Hey, it's Louisiana fast.
I think exactly. And I am a Popeyes over Chick-fil-A guy, right? Because I feel like at Chick-fil-A,
agreed.
You know,
Chick-fil-A,
hot take. I'm a
handshakes.
KFC over Popeyes and Chick-fil-A kind of guy.
I feel like us white guys really are trying to overcompensate on spice, Joey.
I don't. KFC. The only thing that KFC is winning in is their mashed potatoes, and I'll leave that word.
And
mashed
gravy.
potato bowl.
Yeah, and their gravy, obviously. We'll get into this argument in a bit. But anyway, so I pull up to this Popeyes, and I don't know what it is about Popeyes, but it's like at Chick-fil-A, you pay for the service. You pay for people being the nicest people in the world for you. At Popeyes, I almost feel as if you pay for people to be as scary and mean to you as humanly possible. Because I pull up to this Popeyes.
Okay, I pull up.
Okay, I pull up at this Popeyes. And this guy is like it was hilarious because there was like an automated like woman on the Popeyes thing. It was like, "Hi, welcome to Popeyes. Would you like to try our new cuts off?" Immediately, I was like, and then this guy's like, "Yo, what you want?" And I'm like, "Can I just get a number?" I think I get the number 7 or the number 5. Or no, it's the number 9. I'm like, "Can I just get a number 9, please?" He's like, "All right, just let you know, we only have fries as our side. We have no other." And this is like 9 o'clock at night, so fair.
No, I appreciate him being upfront about that.
Let me know. I'm like, "Oh, that's fine. You guys got biscuits still, right?" It's like, "Yeah." So I'm like, "Okay, great." He's like, "What do you want for a drink?" Just Dr. Pepper, please. And then he's like, nothing for like a solid 10 seconds.
Yeah.
He's putting the order in.
Yeah, he's putting the order in, but it was taking a bit. And I'm like, okay, I gotta get Adrian's drink too. So could I have a large Dr. Pepper as well?'s like, "Sure, man." And I'm like, okay, I'm getting through it. I'm
Where
done.
is the car in front of you? Are they gone?
They're yeah, they're on the other side of the building by now.
Yeah.
The line was pretty full when I was getting there.
Oh.
So that's the end of my order. So I'm like, okay, that's it. He's like, all right, 17, whatever, pull up. And I pull up. I was okay, so I'll pull up. And the guy's like handing me his food. He hands me the drinks. And he's like, "That'll be 17. So I hand him my $20 bill, right? I had a $20 bill. My dad just gave it to me. It was crisp. It was perfect. And
Your dad gives you money?
I'll explain that after. That's a funny story too. But I gave him my $20 bill, and you could kind of see him like struggle with handing me my change because it was kind of taking a bit. So I was like, okay, what's going on? This guy hands me $1.63. And I'm like sitting there, and I kind of felt bad because I was reading the receipt. I'm like, the total was like $17.30 something, like the change was correct. But he gave me like a single dollar bill and like 68 cents. And I'm like, I'm reading the receipt like kind of, like this. And I kind of was like, I went to say something because I'm missing like $2. And I kind of like, or I'm missing $1 at least.
Yeah.
And I turned to say something, and he's holding my drinks right in front of me. And he's like, "Yo, bro, grab your drink." And I was like, okay. So I grab my Dr. Pepper. He closes the window. I turn to Adrian. I'm like, "Dude, I'm not going to tell him about the $1. I am going to take my food and leave."
He's going to be like, "What dollar?"
He's going to be like, "What do you mean? What are you talking about?" It's like, I'm not that guy. I literally still told Adrian, I'm not going to be that guy, pal. And so this guy like goes back, he grabs my chicken, he's like, you want any sauce? Blackened ranch, please? He throws it in the bag, gives me the bag. I drove away. I was done. I was not.
Bro, you got like deboed.
I don't know
$2.
what the fuck happened to
You got bullied.
I was literally. You know what though? I was driving away, and I was telling Adrian, I was like, you know what though? This is gonna be the best meal I've had all week. I guarantee you. These 5 tenders are gonna be heavenly, and they were.
Wait,
but,
they have tenders in your area still?
Yeah.
Dude, they removed the spicy tenders in the Memphis area.
Yeah, I got spicy tenders.
because the stupid nuggets that aren't even spicy.
They didn't have nuggets. There was a sign on the thing that said no nuggets.
Maybe the tenders are back.
Maybe California is just no. They never left for me. I don't think that's what I get every time. I didn't even get the sandwich. I got the sandwich one time.
They're not here, unfortunately.
But and then as Adrian's looking in the bag, right? Because he's just trying to make sure we got all our food. He picks up one of the sauces, like my blackened ranch, soaking wet.
Yeah.
Whatever the guy soaking wet little sauce packet, and he's like, "Well, these are wet." I'm like, you know what? The ranch is fine. And then we're looking at the straws. He opens one of the straws. It is a McDonald's straw. And I'm not even kidding you. It had like the white and it had the white, the yellow, and the red on it. And that is and like he was like, dude, I'm gonna try something. He smelled he smelled it exactly like McDonald's chicken nuggets.
Dude, what if there's like peace among these like restaurants and they're like, yo, dog, we ran out of straws, man.
There is.
There has to be. Or they just ran over to the McDonald's, grabbed a ton of straws, and then ran back to the thing.
No, I was like, so I used to work at a Chick-fil-A when I first moved to Memphis, and I couldn't find a radio job. And so usually another Chick-fil-A will be like, hey, we're out of this. Can you help us out? And like, as someone that was in the managerial position that really didn't have any managerial duties.
Yeah.
I was like, I hate getting these calls because I'd be like, short. And then they would come and they like, I wouldn't tell anybody and like, yeah, just grab it, dude. I was not the best at that. But yeah, sometimes another area thing would run out and they would come over for like ice.
But see, that's a Chick-fil-A and Chick-fil-A. This is a Popeyes and a McDonald's.
I just said, but other chains do.
Other chains, okay. Because I was going to say, I'm like, it was so funny.
It'd be for something silly like napkins or ice or possible straws.
Oh, straws, I guess.
Definitely not cups or sauces or...
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was like just really funny opening it up.
If there were to be world peace, it starts with these chain restaurants having like
capitalism's the world peace.
For real, I know. When we get over the Wendy's Twitter page, we'll be advancing.
They were sus. That was my god.
KFC post of like
that was funny.
Like it was like the original and the crappy remake of like Left 4 Dead and Back 4 Blood.
Yeah,
and
you think they were just memeing and people took it too serious?
Yeah, I would only assume
because
like,
I love the
publicity is good publicity, right? And like someone was like, sure. He's like, I got the go ahead for my meme. Like, like.
I love the Spanish KFC Twitter because they do like a lot of like Evangelion references for some reason.
Really?
Like they'll be like Feliz Jueves and they'll have like, you know, an Evangelion character. That's there. Funny.
Well, Arby's does the same thing.
Like anime
they've
Arby's?
done Evangelion stuff too.
Wait, really?
Yes. They will take one of their packets for like a a box for a burger or something, and they'll cut it out and make it like a character. Look it up. It's like all over their Instagram. God. They've done like Evangelion, My Hero, all this, all the animes.
So I have a Popeyes story to say real quick. So what's funny? So like it was right around the first time that we moved to Memphis. And I'm going out, and I go out, and I get Popeyes, right? And so I get what Sophie wants, my wife, and then I'm asking, hey, could you please put the sauce? I forget the sauce. It was like the Mardi Gras mustard, and because it's like spicy and it has like, but it's like good
a little bit,
and they forgot to put it in the bag, and then I get home, and then I'm like, oh man, they didn't get it. I had to drive back to Popeyes, and so I go through the drive-through. I'm like, yeah, can I just get? I ordered it a while ago. I'm just back for the Mardi Gras mustard, and the people in the window were like, "You drove back for Mardi Gras mustard?"
No way!
And they were busting my chops. I'm like, "Yep,
I did.
Yep, I did.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and then they proceeded to give me 2 packs. I'm like,
They turned to the back and said, "Yo, this guy drove back for the Mardi Gras sauce, guys. He came back for this." That's funny.
I think I forget if they charged me or not for that. They're probably like, I bet they charged. That's $250.
I remember the first time I had to pay like a sauce tax, and I was like, it was at a Burger King, and some guy was like, "Oh, you want barbecue sauce? That's 25 cents." What?
I think I remember.
What are you talking? I did a presentation on it in econ. Like, I literally was like, "Why do we have a sauce tax?"
I actually, it's more so restaurants that aim lower. That like, say like your whatchamacallit, pizza. Who's that? See, Little Caesars.
Little Caesars.
Like $5 pizza that's already right, but they don't tell you that they charge so much extra for the sauces or like the packets, right? Mm-hmm. And I feel like when you have a company.
Wait, what sauce do you get at Little Caesars though?
Like mozzarella sauce or marinara sauce for your dipping sauce.
Really?
You can get like the little the garlic sauce, ranch, yeah. And I think they're $1 a pop too.
Yeah.
And
wow.
So,
I've always used ranch at home with like the pizza.
Yeah, I usually have it at home.
Jalapeno cheese, yeah, that's what I get from Little Caesars. It's really good to dip your stuff in. But again, it's $1 a pop. So I equate. That's how these chains that operate on like low cost food make their buck, is by the little add-ons. It's like $5.
$5.
But
yeah, that's actually a really good comparison.
Thank you.
Like Fiverr, literally their selling point is that you could buy stuff for $5, but then there's their add-ons.
Add-ons. Yeah. Oh, you want this delivered in the year? That's $100.
That's funny. Yep. I like how when we started the podcast, it was kind of like, okay, we're gonna talk about these 5 topics, be able to do 10 questions, 1 hour and 20 minutes, easy every day. And now we just talk about our week and go on tangents and stuff. I think it's more natural and makes for a funner time. Yes. I don't know about you guys. Bless is like, I hate what we created.
No, I was trying to find a clickbait title. I was like, Little Caesars is the $5 of.
I was gonna say, Popeyes guy almost murders Joey. No, but you guys got any other fun? What's a topical thing about the week? I'm still playing New World.
Let's be honest. How about Michael Keaton reprising Batman in the new Flash trailer?
Honestly, that's the hypest part. No, I think that was the hypest part for me about the fandom thing.
I don't really care about the Flash.
That's my favorite hero.
Keaton.
That's my favorite DC hero. So, watch where you're stepping. But no, that's the thing, is I watched that whole, like, all the fandom trailers. I literally sat there and just was like,
when you see Michael Keaton's cowl and the original
Michael
Batmobile,
Keaton. And that's it.
Yeah, like I will try my best to. This really upsets me, and like this is a real story. So like when people date, I'm sure it's not that weird. I think you're dating for a while and they're like, hey, so do you have any crazy names that you're like you would want to name your future kid? For me, I was always adamant ever since I was like high schooler. I was like, I'm gonna name it Keaton after Michael Keaton and like the Keaton mask from Zelda, and because I thought that would really be cool, like Keaton Blessing, and my girlfriend then, but my wife now. Was always for it. And then I think the year was about like 2018. It was definitely after we got married, and she brought up like that name, and we're gonna name the firstborn Keaton Green, and she was on the board for it. And then she had someone in the Navy that was like, that's a pussy name. You need a real name so they don't pick on them, because I'll tell you what, if my kid went to school with your kid, I would tell him to bully that pussy name. True. That's a true thing.
That's insane.
Damn.
Insane behavior.
Should have named it Jimmy like John.
Or Mark. Or Paul.
Or Kyle.
Or Ringo.
But like, it's nice to like come up with like somewhat of a unique name.
Right? I want to name my kid Kanan after Kanan Jarrus, but my girlfriend isn't about it. So whatever.
Oh wow, you guys are talking about kids already?
No, I just was like, it's something you bring up, and it's just like, what if? Like that'd be so funny if
Marvel's What If We Had a Baby?
What if we had a baby?
Oh God. That is.
Hey, I mean. Anyway.
Couldn't be me, Meanwhile, I'm talking to Catgirls at
hey man,
the Final
that's
Fantasy
the
bars.
there is some perks to being single every once in a while, right? I don't have that option. All right, me and Bless are locked in. All right.
Well, you're locked in. You're getting married, Joe?
Okay. Well, no. Again, we're not. Like, I'm not saying publicly that is happening anytime soon. But that was the thing that I didn't say earlier.
Wait, so it's not happening?
So
okay,
it's happening?
Stop. Don't. I don't know if she listens to this podcast regularly, but I'll probably end up moving in with her if I can't find a house.
I have a question for you. Does she live alone or with
She
her
lives with her
parents?
family. She lives with her parents and her two sisters.
Okay, I gotta be honest with you. You cool with your in-laws?
Well, one of yes, they're fun. Her mom is like really young, and she used to work at my school, so I kind of know her a decent amount. And her stepdad Matt, shout out Matt. He doesn't watch the podcast. I just thought that would be funny.
Yeah.
He and I have actually been talking about football recently because
Football?
I know some Raiders facts, baby.
Yo,
and so
what?
have been. I walked in, dude. Oh, I felt so cool. He was watching the game, and
This man knows
I was
the
like,
tea?
I walked in to get my keys, and he was watching the game. Matt was watching the game, and I walked in. I was like, I'm gonna say it. I was, yo, who's playing right now? And he's like, the Rams and whatever.
Raiders and the
I was
Broncos.
Over here.
Were you guys watching the Raiders
This
game?
This was last week.
Oh, last
So
week.
whoever was playing
so
the
you
Rams
had to be
last
watching
week.
the Vikings.
Oh.
Yes, it was Rams and Vikings. And so I was like, oh, is Raiders, have they played yet? And he was like, I think they're playing like later tonight or whatever. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm trying to catch that one. Who's winning?
He plays for the team?
Yeah, he plays for the team. And so I was like, his name is like Peyton, man. No. I was like, what's the score? He's like, oh, whatever the score was. And I was like, all right, thanks, man. And he's like, see ya, have a good one. I was like, oh. And then I got in the car and I was like, babe, I talked to Matt about football. Okay, but I'm slow steps. I gotta act like I'm interested first.
Oh my
and then
God.
I
I thought you were talking about actual things instead of.
Well, no. Here's one thing. He asked me.
What's the score?
He asked me this. He asked me this 2 weeks ago. He was like, I was like, yeah, I'm kind of a Raiders guy this season, and he's like, yeah, they're doing good. This was when they were doing good.
Wait, so you mentioned to him that you're a Raider fan?
Yes. And so I've said I'm Raiders and Green Day right now because those are like the two that I know the most about.
Green Day.
And so I don't know, or Green Bay, yeah. and so those are the two that I know the most about. And
JoJo reference.
And he was like, you know how many damn stadiums they've had? And I was like, yeah, like 4 at this point. And he was like, do you know what cities? And I'm like, yeah. Oakland, Los Angeles, LA. Not Los Angeles, Los Angeles and Las Vegas. And he's like, yeah. And I was like, I got him, bro. I nailed him. I was like, I nailed every single one of them because I was like, I knew that. Shark taught me that. It was kind of cool. I felt really cool because he was trying to. He was kind of trying to do
fan?
that.
I am proud.
I've never watched the fucking
proud.
game. He was trying to do that kind of like name 3 songs from.
Let me
Eilish.
tell you the craziness on what has happened the past few days for like the Raiders organization. Okay, and it's been crazy. It's been nuts. That day when you're talking about football, we the Raiders went against the Bears later, and we got our butts kicked because they had like things on their mind because some shit went down, excuse my language, but some stuff went down where John Gruden, the head coach of the Raiders, his emails got like leaked during like an investigation with like the Washington football team for some reason. I haven't really paid attention to that, but there was like an investigation with like the Washington football team, and they eventually, I guess, like, or something, I don't know the full details, but this is how, from what I've heard in my perspective or what I've seen, like they ended up seeing like John Gruden's emails sent to the GM or whoever at the Washington football team, and it was pretty bad, like from like a racist remarks towards like a ESPN co-host, anti-gay, like all this like sexist shit, like it was pretty bad, really bad. Like they showed like what he actually said, and like it was crazy, because like not only like that, like the Raiders team, one of the defensive linemen has a openly one of the first openly gay football player like in the NFL, and so like you have all this stuff, like with our QB, Derek Carr having like a bond with John Gruden. If even like me looking back, I'm like, damn man, there's like this certain video where it's like called Gruden's QB camp, and this was way before he became the Raiders head coach again. This was when he was just a ESPN announcer or whatever, commentator. And he was this was 2014. He was interviewing the rookie QBs before the draft. And there's this like one conversation with like Derek Carr, the QB, and he's like, and they really like connected and bonded, and then like John Gruden really, like, if anything, like I felt like John Gruden was like favoring Derek Carr, and he's like why ain't you high up on his draft or anything, or blah blah or whatnot. Like he's like, you make these plays, all this like cool stuff they were talking about. He's like, and they had this like one quote, it's like, hey, how about look, like they were rehearsing some things, and they're like, hey, you play for my team, let's win some championships or something. And every time I think about that time, I'm like, man, what if, like, I wish none of that stuff would have happened, and like it would, like if the Raiders would go to the Super Bowl, they would play that clip and be like, wow, what a beautiful, a wonderful story. And I was betting on that story, that nice little story. But then during that week, we got our butt kicked by the Bears, like 22-9 or something. It was like, you could tell like things were off. Mm-hmm. And then days later, John Gruden decided to resign. He just straight up, he's like, sorry, I'm not, I'm just gonna resign. I don't want to be a distraction. And then we had like another coach to step up, special teams coach, interim coach. And yesterday we played the Broncos, and it was quite the statement. The first game without John Gruden, it was crazy. It was
won.
And they won. We exposed the Broncos because XD. But in all seriousness, though, it was a wild week, and I was just like, I was low-key devastated. I'm like, damn, dude. I wish John Gruden didn't like do that stuff. And it was crazy. Like the timing was very bad. Like, cause like, in the middle of the season, the Raiders aren't, doing too bad. And like, it was wild. It was definitely insane.
But they came back.
Yeah.
And hopefully
And right now we're 4-2, baby. We're 4-2. Here at the Cosmic Couch, I know we're all Raider fans, so hey, we're proud. That's we're right. Happy.
Raider Nation, baby.
Hey, I just wanted to say, I know you guys are speaking, football, but I recently came into a big trade myself. I traded Arios, Frankenstein's monster, for Dracula.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Me and Mr. Fruit have actually been doing the talks about trading, and I'm trying to give him my Holly Berry cookie for his Sea Fairy cookie, and it's getting a bit intense. So,
whoa!
At least the talks are on.
Yeah. If I can slide a few more sugar cubes in there, I think it'll be okay. But we'll see. Boys, do you think we move on to questions? Are you guys?
Can we say one more thing about the new Batman trailer? Not the Michael Keaton one.
The I Am Vengeance one.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I love it. I love it. My only critique is the Batmobile should be a little bit longer, but other than that, I love it.
Well, bless, size doesn't matter. Come on. Don't talk down to the man's Batmobile. Everybody's got.
Whoa.
Anyway, this podcast was sponsored by. Never mind. Okay, so we got. So we're good for questions, right? I'm actually super
sure.
hyped for that Suicide Squad game. I think I'm gonna play that on stream. That looks really good.
Reggie, yeah.
Reggie.
That's one of the only things I'm really taking from DC right now. I'm not too like I'll watch Black Adam, but honestly, whenever I see The Rock, I just see The Rock. So
Yeah. My dad, because I was like, hey, Dad, did you see Michael Keaton's back as Batman? He's like, no, I didn't. But did you see Dwayne The Rock Johnson? I'm like, I didn't.
Dude, he rapped. He rapped.
he
Are you
did.
talking about that?
I reacted to it on stream.
Watch it.
Dude, it
you
actually
guys
is
see
a
my
banger.
reaction
I'm not
on
gonna lie.
Twitter? Yo, it's all about power. It's all about dude. I reacted to it on stream and it was like, it was
sheesh.
really good. I posted a clip on Twitter if you guys follow me on Twitter. You know, just what.
So
I
I've been-
guess I need to follow you.
Yeah, I need
if
to
you
follow
guys-
you back,
guys follow
Kappa.
me. Well, M-Tash followed me the other day because I'm his editor now.
Oh,
I
GZ.
doubled the amount of podcasts that I edit for. So
Hey, look at you.
GZ.
anyway, that big moves, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, okay, getting into questions. We got one from Mike is not sure. That guy doesn't sound sane at all. Favorite climate / landscape. Also, what is your ideal genre of game you're seeking out? Okay, different questions here, Mike. Come on, pack one in here.
Fall / woodsy.
Okay, good aesthetic there, Bless. I'm actually more of a jungle guy myself. More of like
Jungle.
a rainforest jungle kind of man myself. Yeah, I like that
I
aesthetic.
guarantee you, I just want to say this. If I had enough money just to say I'm set, I would definitely move somewhere in like the Washington area and just be a hippie in a jungle or in a forested area. And
That's goals right there.
that's all I want.
Have a wolf. You know, why not?
Basically,
No, I have my Cocker Spaniels.
Oh, facts. Char, your dream
I
landscape?
think mine would be for climate, it'd be winter,
Winter.
and for landscape, it'd be inside, as in inside
That's
my home.
right here, like this is right where I am right now. Landscape, baby. This is it.
Biome, the cosmic couch.
The cosmic
season,
couch.
eternity.
That's right, baby.
For
go on.
game or whatever, what was his next question?
It was his
It was
next
a double question.
I know, double question here. What is your ideal genre of game that we're seeking out right now?
As long as I enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, same. I like every type of game. I'm a all kind of game kind of
With
guy. You know what I'm saying?
Anything but Minecraft.
Dude,
Anything but Destiny.
anything but Nintendo games. Doesn't it just make you mad? No, I actually might play the new Kirby. But yeah, no. I with my new branching out into MMOs, I feel a lot more open and trying new types of games. So,
Oh wow. Look at that.
who knows what New World could do. This one comes from
Thank you, Jeff Bezos.
Thank you, Jeffy
I have
B.
to say, all I see is drama about that game.
I don't-
on Twitter, dude. And I'm just like, dude, I might have to mute the word New World.
I chill with my boys. Sometimes I talk to Mr. Fruit about pie, and I talk to chat. That's my New World experience. That's it.
This might be a spicy kind of comment,
I get really
but
heated
do you
about
think
pies.
it's like that because it's a Destiny server that they're in?
I thought you were gonna make a pie take, and I was
And all
really,
they do is
I don't even know if it's from
complain.
that server. But
Okay.
me and Mr. It's funny because me and Mr. Fruit are thinking of ditching those that
people
plan
or
like
that
that
server?
group to go to House Fruit, and you know, who knows, maybe that'll be. I am not involved in any of that. If anybody, you know, my exit was saying, well, there goes my content, and then leaving. That was my exit
know,
from all of that. So
I know I've definitely been there, and it's definitely one of those things where like, oh shit, that was a little bit unprofessional. Shit, I shouldn't have said
Yeah.
that. But at the same time, it's a meme, and you should own that meme. Like,
I
that's so
will.
funny to me.
It's so
Like,
funny.
You say it to Dr. Lupo.
If I ever meet Lupo in real life, it's man. I was the guy who lost his content in the first War of Everfall.
Every time I meet Dr. Lupo, he's like, "Hey, you're that guy on the internet." I'm like, "Yep."
Yeah, damn. That's so good. I'll never get over that. Shark, what was our? I don't even remember what our last question was, but it was the mic. It was
the game
one. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Facts. So yeah, no, we.
Yep.
New world, man. Crazy.
XD.
Number 0 says, "How about that Sora?"
Number money match.
Yo. So I just want to say this. I'm really hoping if anyone is here that's listening live, I have a FedEx thing that's supposed to deliver by 8 p.m., but it's 3:30. Do you think it's actually going to be delivered?
Yes, it's going to be there.
It's going to be.
What is it?
Because what is it? Nintendo's sending me a spooky thing that's like mixed with like Halloween stuff and a Switch OLED.
Whoa.
Hashtag free product.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. GZ.
Yeah, and so I really want to use it for Sora, man.
That's cool.
Yeah, I really do want to use it for Sora. I want to.
I wish they gave Crustle HoloWare in Unite. Maybe then I'd play
he's
it.
not getting that pumpkin skin, right?
Yeah,
when is that going live?
I don't know. I don't look at their tweets.
Yeah, you retweeted it today?
Be quiet. I'm not a Smash Bros player, so that's all you guys, but I'm glad he's in the game.
You never played Smash?
You're not gonna play Smash with us tonight? Because Shark and I, we're gonna be smashing.
I don't have Smash Bros. I don't own the game.
What the?
I got a Switch the year I graduated high school, and I probably played about 3 games.
You never played Smash?
I've played Smash. Like I play fighting game. I play fighting games.
You play fighting grains?
I play fighting games, but I don't play. I'm not like I don't have like experience playing. But I'm a button masher.
Come on, play Smash with us tonight.
I don't have the game. Buddy.
It's a business write-off.
True.
It is. That's not a funny face. That is a true thing.
Yeah. Those Twitch Primes haven't come in yet for me this month, so I gotta.
It's a deduction, man.
I gotta play
some deduction. The deduction, son.
I have like $5 in my name right now. I just spent it all on Popeyes. That's why my dad's giving me $20.
Well, you could get the $5 of pizzas, Little Caesars.
I actually enjoy Little Caesars. I feel like
I do too. I do too. It's just it's simple and clean.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the way that you're making me feel tonight.
Oh, dude, I want to listen to that song. I'm gonna listen to it. Actually, you guys keep talking.
All right, we're keeping talking.
I hope this bleeds over to my MP3 that I'm recording.
Well, I thought it was a .wav.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. What happened to .wav? Yeah.
Sorry, my apologies.
This one comes from Stendrin, who is a live listener, by the way.
Stendrin in the house.
You can listen live as well if you go down the link below to hit that Patreon subscription button for only what's our lowest tier, like $3, $5 for
Patreon
for X amount of Patreon dollars a month. Speaking of Patreon, we have a new cosmic cushion up here next to Devil May Bacon.
Whoa! Can we get an NFL on Fox theme?
Can we? I don't know if that's...
No.
We played it.
Technically, we're making money off if we use that, so let's not.
Yeah. We played it. Just
how
not
about
live.
the ba boop ba boop ba?
Yeah. Keep mixing it. Dee da ba da ba dee da.
So thank you very much, Reacher, for being our second. Count them, 2. We have 2 Cosmic Couch cushions. So thank you guys. Reacher is now up there with Devil May Bacon, right above Bless. So
is this like the Brady Bunch?
Like a little like.
Am I
I'm looking at
right
Shark. Shark, no, you look at me.
Ha 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 ha.
I bet you guys never even seen the Brady Bunch.
I have.
This question
just
comes from
like
Stendrin.
Just like the intro. I actually never watched a single episode, but I only know the song and how the intro goes.
I like that 70s show.
In the 90s, I watched a bunch of
too.
Nick at Night. I used to love this one show, but it's monka to say that now.
George Lopez?
No.
Oh,
I love George Lopez.
That was a shot in the dark.
Yeah, I'm not even that.
Anyway, Stendrin's question. We are tangenting city tonight. Do you guys have any worst or most embarrassing Halloween costumes from your past?
Oh, sheesh. Best
Actually,
or worst?
yes, I do. It was 3 years ago. I was going out with my now ex-girlfriend, and okay, this was actually extremely funny for the time. But I look back and I see now how it wasn't very funny. Because I had a headset like this one. I had a white t-shirt on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, looking back, this was this was so bad.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I had a paper on my...
Uh-huh.
This is hard. This is really hard. I had
it's
a paper
right.
taped to my shirt that said, homeless gamer, please give me bread. and I had a bag.
High?
Yeah, yes, very high on the let's get this bread meme in like 2017 or 18.
19?
It must have been 19 or 18, yeah. And
Big panty.
And I had a loaf of bread with me. That was the costume. My girlfriend hated it because she like went all out and had like a cute like thing or whatever. It was bad. I actually, looking back, feel so bad for her. And my like most embarrassing experience, we were going with like a caravan of our friends. I didn't want to trick or treat. I just wanted to show up to the party. And then the party was like, oh, let's go trick or treating. And I'm like, guys, we are 17 and 18 years old. I don't feel comfortable doing this. We walked out. We went trick or treating. We walked around. I know. We walked around.
I went trick or treating at 17.
I'm okay with people who want to do that, especially if you go all out for costume. Go get some candy. You deserve it.
Yeah.
I did not want to go out and walk around and like see people. I did not want to do it. So, and this was like a group of people who we really didn't know that well. So we were like, whatever. I walk up to like the 5th house that I walk up to. I hold out like because I had a bag of bread. So I held open the bread bag, and this middle-aged man looked at me dead in the eyes and he said, "Are you fucking serious?" And I was like, I didn't know how to react. I was just kind of like,
trick or treat.
Yeah. And I walked. I remember he closed the door on me, and I walked away, and I felt so upset. And looking back, I that's probably one of the reasons why I really do not get excited for Halloween that much.
I love Halloween. Halloween's my favorite time.
That was a rough one for me. That was really there's Stendrin, you asked the perfect question because that was a hidden memory until just now. And we have Doggy now. Is that Leia?
This is Zelda.
Zelda. Okay, I'm missing your dog name. I'm so sorry for that. Hi Zelda, how you doing? That's good. I like him. You guys have any bad?
Did you say him?
Whoa!
Her? I said her. I misgendered your dog. I misnamed and misgendered your dog.
Whoa.
That hurts. I'm sorry, dog.
I know my probably worse.
I don't see your dogs that much though.
I post them all the time.
I know, but like I don't see like their names and stuff. Like I don't interact with them. I should come over more. I'd get to know them better.
Last time you were over was last Saturday.
Yeah.
So for me, the worst and best one, it's both. So in 2009, I was working full time at the radio station, and this was a boo-boo thing. I was dating the intern, and they went to a university.
Hey, nothing's changed.
What? Oh, because you.
Yeah, that's an intern joke.
Anyway, the reason why it was a big no-no is because we thought we'd both get fired if we just because we were and also I it was live and learn. I would never date a coworker ever again because I'm married and heyo but so I was huge into Prince. Like just huge. So she was very cool to like put I had probably like the same length hair as now. She put my hair in curlers, and I was gonna go as Prince. So like I went around to like different thrift shops. I found like a purple like Joker coat. It was in like the female section, but it was just a Joker coat. And I have it somewhere, and I just put like reflective duct tape on the shoulder for like his little thing, and her parents were not a big fan of me at all, and then they're like, and they're kind of K-Kona, I guess. No disrespect to them, and they were very nice to like Prince had like these pants that were like jeans that were like had buttons, but like the pants came like up to the belly button or whatever. And so it was a pair of black I guess sweatpants that went up.
Is he Joey? Is he explaining the Josuke drip?
Stop.
Almost. He actually almost is.
Almost, right?
And anyway, so like it was like sweatpants to here, and then it covered the jeans that I had, and her mother like tailored it to me, even though she did not approve of it. And so I remember her father picked us up at where she was living, and I remember him seeing me just with like my hair looking Prince-esque, and like and I also had high heels on because I was doing Prince, and he looked at me and sighed, and I was like,
that hurts.
But I had a great time.
It sounds like a fly fit overall.
Yeah.
There we go.
Hey, are you talking about this, Bless?
Look at Josuke's
no,
fit.
it was more so Purple Rain Prince.
Okay.
Here, I'll show you.
Shark, you got your embarrassing / good / bad story for Halloween.
I think mine was I think it's a pretty bad one. I don't know. Yeah, thinking back, like, I think it's pretty
really
bad.
rough. I
think I don't know.
It's worse than mine.
I think so because like this was in. Oh, see, that's close. Yeah, this was in middle school. I think grade 8, so like 2008 or something, 2007.
I was 7.
I think so, yeah. Because so the way I remember things is like if I'm in 8th grade, it's 2008. If I'm in 2007, 7th grade.
That's cool.
So it's around there. So I dressed up on Halloween, and it was middle school, right? Mm-hmm. And it was an all white straight jacket with like a mask and like a little, one of those. Hannibal Lecter mask, I think, when you put it like in their face. And I was dressing up like that, and oh my god, I swear, I don't know how I didn't get in trouble or anything, but like when I'm gonna ride to middle school from a friend, right? And as soon as like I couldn't open the door, as soon as my friend opened the door for me, I ran out and straight into the school, like just sprinted in, wearing a straight jacket. Like I don't know. Looking back, it seems kind of sus, but
that's funny as hell.
Yeah, I literally just ran into the school in a straight jacket.
You just had a straight jacket and a mask. See, they didn't let us wear masks at my old school, so.
Yeah,
the Squid Game costume wouldn't really go too crazy.
But that's what I wore, and then
that's funny.
Yeah, and then after that, I just became a banana for every other year.
I was Anakin for a lot as a child.
Oh, sheesh, I shouldn't go as Anakin this year. I got invited to a Halloween party that's like Marvel themed, and I'm probably gonna get a haircut here soon because my hair, I just can't manage it. It's very hard to manage, and I'm thinking about chopping it. And I was thinking about just like lazy, but like because like I was like, let's look up a Rocket Raccoon thing, and it's all for like little kids, and I don't have a raccoon mask on. And I was thinking like, well, I could just be like really lazy and just get like red tinted glasses and be like, what's up, Scott Summers,
or Daredevil.
No, Scott Summers is way cooler.
What?
Scott Summers is cooler than Daredevil.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Cosmic Couch Podcast. They can see you out.
Cyclops is cool, man. I'm so sick and tired of people hating. Like this blind Cyclops hatred needs to stop. Cyclops was so cool.
Wait, Cyclops is cool. I love Cyclops.
I can tell you the height of Cyclops. I can tell you where the peak and fall of Cyclops is. Cyclops was so cool coming off the 90s cartoon and comics, and then it was the mutual peak of Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and those damn horrible, besides Patrick Stewart. And
You guys want to know the best part about being an editor?
Whoa.
Dude, those early 2000s
As a kid,
ruined Cyclops.
you just like opened up a memory, Bless, that like as a kid, I used to have this Cyclops little toy, and then like Cyclops was my favorite X-Men.
I love Cyclops.
I
so
love
much.
Cyclops
And
over Wolverine, over
after
the like
those
everyone. Like
horrible
Cyclops is amazing,
Dude,
and
he was so
Nightcrawler.
cool.
I like Nightcrawler too.
Nightcrawler's cool. I'll leave that in because Nightcrawler is cool.
But dude,
But Cyclops was, I didn't know there was hate on
Cyclops.
Cyclops.
have you guys watched? No, see, this is gonna be the thing. Have you watched Daredevil?
No.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's the verdict. They don't know How to Train Your Dragon.
The 90s
They
X-Men?
don't. Yes, actually.
Okay,
I kind of thought he was a dick.
The theme sounds like.
X-Men.
See, this guy is this guy.
Dude, okay, I don't remember them, but Daredevil came out in like 2017.
Wait, is that the movie where it's the Star Trek Magneto?
What? No, it's oh sheesh.
Which one's the Star Trek Magneto?
Star Trek Magneto.
Right?
No, it's oh my god, X-Men theme. Hold on, I got you. X-Men.
The cool thing about being an editor is you can end the podcast whenever you want.
Hold on, I got you. I'm gonna replicate it. I'm gonna replicate it.
Ladies
Well,
and
like
gentlemen,
the guy
Previously on
was.
X-Men. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, here we go. Dun dun dun. Oh yeah, here it goes.
I think that's.
I'm doing How to Train Your Dragon, but you wouldn't know that.
This Magneto. Wasn't he in Star Trek?
He's in everything, dude. He was in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, that's the.
That's a cool Magneto. That's a good thing for the movies. Patrick Stewart, Ian
Yeah,
McKellen, even Wolverine was all good in the early 2000s.
That's the
But
that's
they
the X-Men I
butchered
watched.
Scott Summers. They destroy the character of Scott Summers. They made him someone hateable.
Yeah.
And as a kid, I hated watching those movies because I was such a Cyclops fan, and
Because Wolverine's cooler.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Ladies
On
and
a
gentlemen,
one-on-one, Cyclops. If Cyclops wanted to, he could behead and destroy Wolverine.
Well, Wolverine doesn't matter if he gets beheaded. He can regrow that
but
shit.
the thing is he would vaporize him like he's Cell from freaking SSJ2 Gohan.
Sure, Scott Summers. Sure. See how
I'm so
see how
this
Jane
Cyclops
Jane thinks of
slandering.
that. Daredevil's cooler. You
No!
watch the show. My parents are watching the
No!
show right now. You can watch the show.
Cyclops was trained in martial arts and had laser beam eyes. And was able to fly the cool jet. What
Ladies
was
and
it called?
gentlemen,
Like,
Blackhawk. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Cosmic Couch Podcast. These people do not know about good media, and call me a Zoomer, if you will. But I stand by my opinions.
Well, I thought these guys were in Star Trek, but these guys are my favorite X-Men.
Picard is
Whatever-
in Star Trek.
whatever-
Patrick Stewart was in Star Trek.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, whatever era
yeah.
this was, yeah, this
That
was the best X-Men of all time, hands down, no cap, on a stack.
Anyway, bye.
Wait, before we go,
Oh my god, I've ended this podcast like 4 times by now.
hold on. Are we actually ending it? Do we not have?
Yeah,
did we
we've been
run out
live
of
for an
questions?
hour and a half.
Oh, well, before we go, AbouTimeJoey, where the heck can we find you?
I am AbouTimeJoey everywhere, except Cookie Run Kingdom, where I'm AbouTimeDoey.
Lord
No laughs
Blessington,
for that. Wow.
Yeah,
Lord
I'm sorry about that.
Blessington,
Yes.
where can we find you?
Sure. You can find me at marvel.com/characters/Cyclops-Scott-Summers.
I want to change my answer. Can I change my answer?
Oh,
You can find me in season 1 through 3 of Daredevil on Netflix. You can watch it right now. Hell, you can find me in the first 2 movies of How to Train Your Dragon. A hiccup. That's me. I'm right here. Just saying.
well, you can find me at JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, the greatest anime of all time. Everything else is
That
mid.
too.
XD.
God.
Anyways,
This is the worst episode. I hate this episode. This is a bad episode.
thank you
You
so
know what?
much.
I'm going, no matter what, I'm going to that Halloween party dressed as Scott Summers.
As Cyclops.
I'm going to find like red tinted glasses. I'm going to get a cool jacket. It's going to be lazy. And, sheesh.
Well, thank you so much for listening.
Yeah.
And thank you.
Yeah, I guess. Thanks for
So much. What an ending. But hey,
I hate
remember,
this podcast.
there's always a seat
for you.
saved for you, no matter how hot the seat is. All right.